Hello, my name is Blake Patterson, and welcome to Afro Reviews. On this week's episode, I examine Zero Dark 30. It has been a decade since Zero Dark 30's release. I was 12 when it came out. At the time, I enjoyed it for what it was, but the politics of it were over my head. What would a tween know about national and global politics? After a decade, it was a pleasure to revisit the movie because of its exciting and intelligent design. The clinical structure allows details to flow off the screen instead of blocking the screen. Since its release, many people criticize the movie for defending waterboarding as a source for gaining information. Some people have taken their anger to the point of accusing Kathryn Bigelow and Jessica Chastain of a secret alliance with the CIA. My first comment to the latter perspective is, I did not know the left had a QAnon. As for the waterboarding controversy, the actual treatment did not result in the uncovering of information. There were other reasons for them finding the information. Factual error aside, the inclusion of waterboarding allows Bigelow to explore how violent and unethical the government can be. Like Spielberg's Munich, the film conveys the notion of how the American government is no different than the enemy. The media has frequently been guilty of painting outsiders broadly to create fear. They and the government have boasted about the nationalist egos of many Americans without allowing them to consider the other side. What is fascinating is how Mark Bohl's screenplay implies this notion without being overt. Through Jessica Chastain's Maya Harris, audiences recognize a fierce, intelligent woman who is a little naive about the world, but there is an evolution in the striking climax. By concluding with Harris in a plane with no idea about her future, Bigelow and Bohl convey the idea of an individual achieving her goal, yet she feels dissatisfaction and despair. The film is a psychological portrait of the American who expects patriotic catharsis when she ultimately feels emptiness. What contributes to the pathos is not only Chastain's layered performance, but key scenes where Harris's background is in dialogue. The table scene between Chastain and James Gandolfini displays the career route of a person with one motive. This detail confirms the final setup. The finale is cinematically reminiscent of Lawrence of Arabia and Peckinpah's Straw Dogs, but Zero Dark 30 finds and sings its singular tune. Some will ignorantly call the film pro-war/government propaganda when Bigelow and Bohl thrive on moral ambiguity. In this era of unrest, some viewers easily mistake moral ambiguity for endorsement because there is complexity instead of a preachy simplification. If Zero Dark 30 had been a pro-war/government movie, it would have celebrated the assassination with patriotic music and bright lighting to exude an optimistic attitude. The waterboarding scenes also would have emanated Jason Clarke's Dan Fuller as a heroic man. The film would have been like a Peter Berg or Clint Eastwood project. As it stands, Bigelow's Zero Dark 30 is a masterpiece in dramatic and political filmmaking. Each component contributes fluidly to an accessible, complicated work full of intriguing ideas. One could complain about the factual errors, but all biographical adaptations vary in the number of inaccuracies. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great night.